What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Strange Antiquities. I have unfortunate news. This episode got hit with the corrupted audio situation. Thankfully, I was able to salvage the actual audio, but it is a little bit distorted and a little bit weird, so I apologize in advance for you sitting through that. If you don't want to sit through it, I will start the next episode with a little bit of more of a recap of what we did in this episode. But it is fully watchable. It just has some weird moments, and it kind of goes up with the gain. I haven't really fixed the issue. If you've seen some of my other series, sometimes this happens, and it's very frustrating. So, trust me, I'm as upset about this as you are. It's still a fun episode though, and there is some really cool discoveries. So, please give it a watch, and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks, everybody. What's up, Internet? Welcome back to Strange Antiquities. We're at the end of day 10. And we've been ripping through some of these solves, so I've been very excited to continue to see what's coming up next. Up next on our story, though, the two men fought as the heavens opened and lightning flashed across the night. One man wrestled the casket from the other's grasp and leapt astride his horse, galloping off into the cold, wet darkness. What is this? Oh, interesting. Okay, I know what it's asking. This is going to be a weird one. Let's see. So we're looking for the intersection between each of these shapes. What the hell? Okay, so we're looking for freestanding, that little guy. I'm so bad at stuff like this, like just trying to find, if you've been following the channel for a little while, you know at this point I'm really bad at like visual puzzles. Like just looking at something for a second and finding it, I'm so bad at it. I am damn near legally blind, so that is going to be my excuse for as long as I can muster. What the hell? It's not one of the other things, is it? No, it's definitely not this. So, just suck it up and do it. Let's see. It's not that, is it? No. It could also be turned, I guess. That is an important note. This seems like the more important one, though. What is that? Something with like a hole in the... Oh, it's this. Okay, hold on. Okay, so that's this. That's the twinnings. 15. Okay, so if that's this, what's this one? That could be anything. That's not enough information, to be honest. What in... That's like half the buildings here. What are you talking about? Oh, it could be this. No, I can't. I'm trying to just look, but I really am not. I'm not seeing exactly what I'm trying to, what I'm looking at here. Maybe this here? I'll buy that for now. So if it's between here and then one other place. Oh, it's maybe this. Yeah, this is the last one. So it's between here, here, and here. What's the center point? This? This was a mistake. Okay. I'm looking for the center. So it's this. These two for sure. It needs to be one definitive answer. Just looking. I know, what did I think it was? I thought it was here. So it's between here, here, and here. Maybe logical center point is this? Yeah, okay. All right, I just was a little bit far off. When I drew back the curtain, I'm unable to control my exclamation of horror. Behind the dark red velvet is a silent, squirming, seething mass of eyes, all shiny and wet and alive. Fear takes hold before my mind catches up and I understand what I'm looking at. And when I do, I realize that it's looking right back at me. The object I'm looking for sits on a small shelf below, and the eyes watch as I snatch it and get out of there as fast as I can. That is horrifying. Look at this thing. Also, seemingly also horrifying. I'm going to put that actually over here. Let's hit it. Sarah Barrington. We think we finally located the wreck of the Orion out in the lake. Sadly, our funding has run out and we can't afford expensive diving equipment. But we put our heads together and wondered if there was another way. You're our last hope. Oh, interesting. Okay, maybe about breathing? Something about breathing? Ascus. An ascus allows the bearer to breathe underwater. The sensation is said to be most unusual since it requires one not to breathe at all. Those that use an ascus for extended periods sometimes forget to breathe once they're back out on dry land and subsequently pass out. The core of the item is cold to the touch, but the ring, sometimes called the halo, stays warm. Oh, it's going to be this. Finally. Surprisingly warm, cool, and smooth. So there's only this is going into the more interesting parts of this game, right? Where they theoretically have to make at least one counter option every time you're up against something, because like this has a ring too, right? But the whole thing is warm. And then this has a ring, which is cool. So there's things that have rings in them, and they have to make sure that at any point there's always something that like can fit the description. The core of the item is cold to the touch, but the ring called the halo stays warm. So that's cool. So it's going to be this. So this is the ascus. And if this is wrong, so help me. Excellent. This item has a ring. Closer inspect reveals the ring is warm, whereas the rest of the item is cold. Very good. Gawadian Siren. Wow, I'm almost done with this whole side. We filled up the whole side worth of stuff. All right, let's get our next customer. Rowena Hardwick. I'm close, but I need more power. I need St. Cedric's Thunder, and quickly while the storm is raging. Don't I have that already? No, I have St. John's Anvil. Okay, so St. Cedric's Thunder. Oh, Thunder! St. Cedric Thunder is used to store the power of a single thunderclap. Alchemists have been trying to harness this power for centuries, and there are rumors that some have indeed successfully used it to transmute base metals into gold. They are placed on the tops of mountains to charge them during storms. Gemstones can be used to prevent the charge from waning over time. So it's going to be this one. Where did I put my thunder one? Where did I put it? Uh-oh. Where did I put it? What had the thunder symbol? I hide it by accident? Oh, there it is. Pfft. So this has the thunder symbol. It's hard and it's purple gemstones. A stone of containment. Yeah, I mean that's gonna be it, right? And I can't believe it had thunder in the name. I didn't even. Let's see, Cedric's thunder. All right, that one's pretty cut and dry as far as I'm concerned. Very good. A symbol of thunder appears on the clasp. Amethyst, gemstones, stones of containment can be used to prevent the charge waning. Very good. Thaumaturge needle. All right. I feel like it's been raining every single day. Francesca Robertson, I've been trying to get a hold of an ambra. Before she vanished, Verona said it might have something to do with my patience. It had almost slipped my mind, but then I remembered that there's one right here in Strange Antiquities. Eli told me himself he keeps it locked behind ethereal key. Ambra. Okay, these items cause mental fog, a withering of intellect and thought. They are slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black, and the subject to become deeply disoriented. They produce a noctic field. Okay, so we finally have to use our wonderful invention inside here. So, noctic field is gonna look like what? Big circle, middle circle on top of that. Okay. Is that true? Just making sure. One on the bottom? Yes. Okay, so it's the spiral symbol. So we're looking for something that has not been identified yet that has the spiral. Anything else to help us out? No. So this is going to start... we're going to have a lot of options here. So let me just move some of these out. Come on. All right, so 1, 2, 3. Oh, we could start marking these as... Because there's more to the labeling system. Yeah. Oh, I feel bad I haven't even used these. I feel really bad I haven't used these because I forgot that those exist entirely. Okay, so let's go through and actually identify all of our different items here. We'll start with the ones that have not been identified at all, and then we'll do kind of some of the more... the ones that we have. We'll start there. Okay, so... But now I also have to remember what each of these is. Okay, so that one... Let's just do it again real quick. So... I wish I could make it a little smaller. Okay, so that is Selenic. And that is Dradic. Okay. Mentic is the Shadow Hold looking one. And then Wixic. Okay, so that's Wixic. And let's just see it one more time. Yes, so this is a Wixic one. Okay, let's keep going. Oh no, I'm forgetting. Ah, I forget. They're too complicated for this. I need to have it written down somewhere. Let me do that. So, we're writing them down. First of all, get you out of here. Okay, so the wavy lines on the side, that's Wixic. And then the shadow hold symbol, the petals, is Mentic. And I should actually write next to my note, I should also have the... I should note what they look like. So that is also a diamond, and this is... Okay, now. This comes down, this comes up. Okay, so the 3 circles is Dradic. And that looks like small circle, bigger circle. And then we flip their positions. The helix is Selenic. Okay, and then finally, spiral is Noctic? Yes. Noctic. And that is the diamond with the circle on top and the little circle on the bottom. And diurnal is this one here, this one here. Okay, I think I have it. Okay, so now I should be able to go through and identify them much quicker. So let's take this off. Let's do this. Okay, so that is now Selenic. So I can go in and do this, and Selenic is that one. Cool. Alright. I've done that one. Let's do this. Okay, that is Mentic. And Mentic is diamond... that one. How about this one? That is not Diurnic, Dradic. Dradic is the triangle. That one. Okay, so we're gonna start putting some of these things back. Oh, and they start as that tag, so let's change the color to the red because we don't know. Okay, let's keep going. This is diurnal, which is the diamond, this one. Okay. That is Dradic. It is small. Here we go. Okay, excellent. That one's done. This one is spiral, so that's Noctic. Hello. And what am I actually looking for? I'm doing one that's Noctic, so I'm looking for one that's a spiral. So that could be it. But I'm thinking that that one's a Spirit Eye, so that might not be the one I'm looking for. Actually. So Noctic, I need the one with... I need that one. That's the symbol I need. So I haven't found it yet, so let's keep going. That's not... Let me just take these out. If they're not Noctic, I'm just going to take them off the playing field right now. So that's Actually, let me just separate them. Maybe that's easier. That's 3. That's diurnal. That's Wixic. Okay. Okay, let's just take the rest of this garbage all the way down here. Is that all the ones that I haven't identified? I think so. Okay, that's Wixic also. What's this one? That one is with these guys, right? That's the helix. Yep. That's diurnal. That is helix. That is the triple, which I believe is this one, right? Yep. That is diurnal. That is the flower, the mentic, and that is also mentic. Okay. Wait, do I only have one Noctic thing left? Wow, that's cool. Yeah, I guess that makes sense, right? Because there's nothing else that it... Wait, and if that's the case, then that's not the spirit eye. Why did I think that was the spirit eye? They draw their power from the opposing symbols inscribed upon them. Oh, maybe this is this spirit eye. This is why I highlight it not as a definite. Pointy, polished. So if this is the only one with a Noctic field, then that might be it. Let me just check and make sure I have no other ones that have gone unused so far. So far, yes. So really quick, so let's now put a label to all of these. So these 2 are mentic, which means I need to take... No. Where's the shape? It's this one. Right? Yes, that's the mentic shape. And then I just change the color. Just check that for a second. Uh-oh, I messed up the symbol here. I flipped the 2. Shit. Okay, hold on. So... make sure I didn't do that again. Alright, I'm gonna keep them like this for a second and submit this. No, it's not. Okay, so I have some work to do because I need a Noctic field for my Ambra, right? Noctic field. Noctic is this one. Circle on the bottom. It's the spiral. Okay, I just need one with the spiral. That's what I'm looking for. Let me take the rest of these down for a second. And that should be... Maybe I mean, I'll put that in consideration. If that's not the witch's finger, that'd be nuts, but okay. Yeah, that one is that one's the Noctic field. All right, so let's have these join their groups. So that's a helix. That's with these guys, right? Yes. How about this one? That's with these ones. That's interesting. So the Methers all have the same might have all the same things. That's up here. Okay. So that is still the only one I have. That's making me a little bit afraid, because what? If that's the only one that I have with the Noctic field that's not in this cage, I don't have any other... Do I have any other thing? Blank by a diurnic seal. Object made from silver. Although you say what? Eli told me himself he keeps it locked behind ethereal key. That's not something, right? Oh. An ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. Wait. An ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. When activated by moving the object in a circular motion, the key is revealed by its gemstone of light. These are rare items and not generally known about outside of Thaumic circles. Gemstone of the night power the... Okay, so first of all, let's... Which ones are gemstones of the night? Could be moonstone. Or the black striated ones. Okay, not that. But I don't really have a lot of other options here. Aha! Whoa. It is a key. Look at that. So that is the ethereal key. And which denomination are you? You are the Selenic. So we're going to actually give you that. So Selenic is triangle with the bigger one on the bottom. Okay, so if we know that's an ethereal key, now what? But I need to give you the Ambra, so what? Eli told me himself he keeps it locked behind the ethereal key. What do I use to unlock? Oh! Oh, wow! So I could have unlocked that early if I had known how to do that. Wow, that's cool. Okay, so it's one of these objects. Wow, that's cool. Okay, so you know what I'm going to do, actually? Because I think this makes more sense than trying to individually waste my time and label all these. I'm just going to keep them all in discipline order. Does that make sense? So each shelf is going to get one type of discipline. Which one's this one? That's diurnal. So actually that could fit up here with them. This is Selenic. What's this one? That one's up there with them. Okay. Right, those are go together. These are Mentic, so let's put those three together. And we'll just roughly do this, so that way, just in case they ask us for it, again, we can deliver that. Those are a lot of those, so let's do one, oh, come on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I I can put as a straight across 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's a Noctic when it's alone, and these ones are the Wixic ones. And where does this one go? Right, so that's correct in that space. We'll leave that one by itself. We'll do these two by itself. Okay. So now these 7. Let's just take a look. Bone, clay with gold. Hard but smooth. I notice myself becoming drained of energy as I handle this object. What's that symbol? Weakness. Okay. This is just a compass. I realize I didn't fully investigate that last one, so hold on. Gold. Appears to be a hand carved from wood. Rough. It smells strongly of linseed. That's important. Look at this guy. Nothing to remark. Nothing to remark. What's that symbol? Confusion? Oh, interesting. These must be the more intense ones for sure. Limestone. Nothing to remark. What is that symbol? Paralysis. Okay, so these are like the offensively bad ones. Okay. Nothing to remark. Ah. Okay, so what is that? That is hypnosis. Yeah, all of these are terrible options. Okay, how about this little guy? This one is, I know that symbol. That's at the back of the book. That is blessings. Okay. That's a literally a blessing in disguise. With Holgar's face on it. Okay, so let us take these 7 down. And let's try to identify them, shall we? At least by their fields. So let's do... Oh, he doesn't have a field? Weird. That one's a Noctic one. That one's a Noctic one. Oh no, they're all Noctic? Wait, hold on. That doesn't have anything. That's Wixic. And that's Mentic. So hold on, so... We're gonna put the Noctic ones over here. That's Wixic. Wixic were these? No, Mentic. This was a Wixic one. Yes. Okay, so... I forget which one were Mentic. Is it these? Yes. Okay, so that's in the right place now. These are undefined. So I'm going to put these back to where they came from. Put that thing back in where it came from, or so help me. So help me. And now I have 3 options. So blessings, paralysis, or confusion. So, ethereal key is designed to be hidden from prying eyes. Oh, sorry, wrong one. Ambra. They cause mental fog, a withering of intellect and thought. They are slow to work, requiring several hours to have any effect. Through prolonged use, they can cause the whites of the eyes to turn black and the subject to become deeply disoriented. They produce a Noctic field. So we want disoriented, which is confusion, which is probably this one. Yeah. Wow, okay. This item has a symbol of confusion across its face, which matches the description of causing mental fog. Produces a Noctic field when viewed in the Thaumaturge lens. Wow, that was a lot of work to get to that world. But there we go, we got it. So this is Ambra, and we have a Noctic field, which Noctic is that one, I believe. Just checking that one. No, it's the... my drawing is so bad I couldn't even tell. I think it's that one. Yeah. And these two should have the same field. Switching this up. Okay, great. So our Noctic field friends can go over here. Okay, wow. All right. A lot of work. Bonnie Robertson. Oh, she's back. You. I know you from somewhere. I don't remember why, but the shop was important. I'm sorry. I know I'm not making much sense. I haven't been myself. I'll leave you be. So she's kind of healed, but still not in the best place. Peter Leland. Oh, I like you. They found some poor soul washed up on the lakeshore. An older lady by the sounds of it. No! Drowned. But that's not the worst of it. Her eyes were all black, just like those others. I'm not taking any chances with the water around here. I'll take a bones guard. That's probably Verona. No! I forget what the last thing we gave her was. Could we have helped her? A small item known as a bones guard can be placed in any liquid to render it safe to drink. King Cedric the Meek was well known to be terrified of being poisoned, and so always drank from the same goblet and always placed a bones guard inside. He was stabbed to death in 1203. These objects bear the mark of the antidote. Okay. This should be easy to understand if this has an antidote. Okay, so there's no symbol for antidote. Poison. Is there an inverse that is the mark for... Because things seem to be, if they're flips of each other's, they seem to be reverse, right? I wonder. Here are the mark of the antidote. These objects bear the mark of the antidote. Placed a bones guard inside. Okay, so it had to have fit within... What is that symbol? Yeah, I think that's what this... I think that's what's trying to get us to do, is that the symbol... That symbol is the poison symbol flipped upside down. So I think that's supposed to mean antidote. Yup. The symbol represents the symbol for poison rendered upside down and with a line under it. It can be inferred that this is the mark of the antidote. Yeah, it's not an exact, but I'm afraid I can't pay you, but can I offer a trade if you'll accept it? Sure. What in the hell? Bro, you just cut a hand off. You just cut a hand off and put it on a goblet. What are you talking about? No, I don't accept. Bones guard. My system is unfortunately harder to understand now, but that's perfectly fine. All right, let's at least place you in the right... What do we got? We got Wixic, which means you go here. All right, well, that was an interesting day overall. I think we're now at the end of an episode, though, for sure. So thank you so much for watching. Please give this video a like and subscribe if you want to see any future episodes. And we'll see you in the next one. Sayonara, everybody.